Good morning. I just lost my mic. Lucky I saw it walking by. Welcome to our Croatian homestead. It is cold this morning, but that's okay. I'm warming up. I was working or busy working a little bit yesterday, and this morning I've cut all these trees. And if you remember from the last videos, that I have left this big area here just to remind me what the property looked like when we first came. I really don't need that reminder anymore. I think it was time for it to go. I want nice grass to grow here and have a nice access through here. Just don't need a reminder anymore. We are at that point. I have cut all the little underbrush now. I'll have to get my chainsaw and cut the bigger pieces that I can use for firewood, and the rest I'll run through my wood chipper. I do need the wood chips for the garden, but this video is not about that. This video is about me answering your questions that I have on my channels that you guys have asked. Before I actually start answering your questions, I have one question for you. So I have oak trees here, two types of oak trees. One is with a smooth skin, one is with a rough skin. I've got a few of them scattered around as well with the rough and smooth skin oak trees, but one of these I have to cut down because they are just way too close. One needs to go. Now, probably the smooth skin one looks a bit straighter, but it's not that bad. I don't know what tree is better to keep. So if someone knows anything about oak trees, please tell me which one is better. The smooth skin one is a bit thicker as well. It's a bigger tree. The first question I have here is why my car is registered in Bosnia, and am I Bosnian? I mean, I was born in Bosnia. I was born in Bosnia. I have lived in Bosnia. I have lived in Croatia. I still live in Croatia now. I lived in Germany. Most of my life I lived in Australia. So you can call me Australian, Bosnian, German, Croatian. I really don't care. Call me whatever you like. It doesn't really bother me. But the car was bought couple of years before Corona pandemic. We used it. It was meant to be our holiday car. We have never thought that we're gonna move here. So it was bought in Bosnia. My wife's parents are in Bosnia. It was registered in their names and it stays there. Now, while we are at the car, we are looking to buy a new car. We're starting to need a second car. Plus, this car has got a lot of kilometers on it. It is safe probably, or it is good for me to drive around the village, but I think we do a lot of big trips, and we need something a bit younger with less kilometers. I'll say a little bit more reliable. Next question is when we are starting with our house build, or when we are continuing. I have mentioned in a live that I did in my Croatian channel that we've paid for the roof trusses and everything, and we never received them, and we are now in court. We are suing the company because they're not bringing the roof trusses to us. Everything is so slow regarding the court here, and we are kind of waiting till spring to see what happens. Also, we are now, the money we have saved and a little bit more that we're gonna save is gonna go towards that new car. But we're hoping in spring we'll just go ahead and see to buy new roof timbers and get it going. When in spring, or I don't know, we'll just have to save the money for it. I mean, it is what it is. The question is, am I planning to get bigger animals? The plan is to get sheep and pigs. Probably in this spring. I was gonna build a barn for sheep, but I just haven't managed to do it. Now I'm thinking whether I get some cattle panels, put them up and get some pigs into this forest. I haven't put fence around the whole perimeter, but I'm thinking whether I do a section by section for the pigs. Still tossing up what to do. Also, I don't wanna do too many things at one point. I just want to gradually get into it. I mean, there's still a lot of cleanup here on the farm to do, so I'll want to spend a lot of time on cleaning this up. I'll rather spend a bit more time now on cleaning this up than getting animals and just put all my energy into them and then have this all overgrow, and the plan is to get bigger animals, but when, I am not sure yet. I'll just gradually do it. The question is, was I born in Australia or what year we have moved to Australia? I was not born in Australia, I was born in Bosnia. We moved in 1999 to Australia. So I've got a question, if I have any education about crop planting or gardening, because I seem not to come from a farming family. I'm not coming from a farming family. Everything I know about crop planting, gardening is, I have educated myself. I have read a lot of books, YouTube obviously, asked questions. I had a garden in Australia and I have made a lot of mistakes and then learned from them. In Australia, I know when to plant what. I've got that in my little fingertip. Here, all I need to learn is when to plant stuff, but otherwise, planting it and organizing, that's no problem whatsoever. Do I regret coming to Australia, or should I have bought a farm in Australia? I really don't regret at this point. I'll say at this point, I don't regret coming here and buying a farm here. We love it here at the moment. I'm gonna say all the time, if something goes wrong here, for some reason, I don't know what way, something can go really bad for us, we have always the option to go back to Australia, to the lifestyle, to the life we had. Now, do I regret not buying a farm in Australia? I could really not afford a farm in Australia. Maybe if I sold my properties and then I could buy a farm there, but I still had to go to work and do something I couldn't afford to just by selling them and buying a farm, not to go to construction and work, and then I wouldn't even have time to enjoy the farm. So really, at this moment, no, I don't regret it, and that's it. Pros and cons of buying a land. What my things are? Well, pros and cons. Let's say pros, there is a pro and con of buying a land that we bought, that it's run down, that it's raw land. Pro is you get it really cheap. Con is there's a lot of work and you have to invest a lot of money into it. It can be done. We are doing it. We are putting a lot of money into it. We are saving everything. We are, working towards it, but a lot of patience. You need a lot of patience and hard work, and you can achieve it. And the money that you would put into the land, you can put into the infrastructure or something else. So there is a pro and con of buying a land like this. We are on a small hill. I would recommend buying on a small hill. I wouldn't buy in a bottom of a hill. I mean, we get the floods. There is a lot of rain, a lot of floods. You want the rain water to shut off your property and not to stay on there. So that's one thing. And water is a big thing. If you don't have water on your farm, city water, I don't know whether I'd go for it. We have 2 wells on the farm. So yeah, we are gonna tap into them and use them. So yeah, I would recommend someone to go at least on a slight hill so you get as much watershed as possible, and obviously get something with a creek or well. The battery on my electric fencing is blinking red and green, so it's getting low. I'm gonna go charge it before it gets empty. The question is, why do I not record my wife? She from the beginning said she doesn't want to be a part of this. She doesn't like to be recorded, and all I'm gonna say is that's her decision, and I support her in her decision, and that's all. Until the day she says she wants to be on video, she will not be. Whether she wants to be on video or not, I don't know. We shall see. But I think she will not be on video ever. Got asked a recipe for my chicken feed. Put 50% corn, 25% of barley, and the other 25%, so 12 and a half, 12 and a half, whatever you like to put, is triticale and sunflower seed. Very simple recipe, nothing special. Question is how do I educate myself about bees? Do I have a mentor, and do I watch anyone on YouTube about bees? I do watch few channels on YouTube. I really don't know what their names are. They're just random YouTube channels that the things just pop up. I've read quite a few books about bees, and I do have a mentor. He's not close by. He's far away, but I call him every so often. We talk about it, and he sometimes calls me to tell me, hey, get this done. Also, I have joined the local bee club, and I'm talking to the few guys that are in the club. If I need some help, I will call them, and they'll help me. Question is, am I happy with my life here, and do I miss Australia? I really don't miss Australia one bit whatsoever, especially when I see on TV and when I go there what's going on. I don't miss it one bit. I really enjoy it here. I do go often to Australia to visit my family because I miss them and friends, but when I'm there, I'm itching to come back here. I do love it more here at this stage, I guess. The question was, how many hours per day do I work, and can I leave the farm, and how much I have to be here. I do probably 4 hours a day here. In some I'll probably do 6, but it's up to me how much or how many hours I work. I can pick and choose. My chores in the morning are half an hour, and in the afternoon they are also half an hour. So often I will just come in the morning, do what I need to do with the animals, and just go away, especially on the weekends. I seldom do any work here on the weekends. But also we've got friends here that can always jump in and look after the farm for the few days when we go away for 7 or 10 days. I have made everything so simple that anyone can actually do it, and it's not much work involved. The plan was always to make everything as easy as possible or as simple as possible, that I could get anyone to come and do a little bit of work for us and help us out when we are not here. And it worked great for us. The question is what my friends say that I have left and that I'm here, and would they move. First I was crazy there, and a lot of people couldn't understand, and obviously some did support me and still support me. Most of them actually support me now that we have done this. They're saying, if you're happy in what you're doing, that's it. Follow your dream. Whether they would come here, maybe some would if they have the financial means, but I probably don't think so. The question is, the guy has understood that I have a company in Australia and what it does, and I do have a company in Australia which is on pause at the moment. It doesn't do anything anymore. I'm still wearing all my company shirts and jackets because I've just got so many of them. I might as well use them here while I'm doing all this work. I mean, why would I buy new clothes to be around farm when I have a lot of work clothes? I mean, it's a lot of, it's all same jackets, same shirts, but hey, I've got so many of them that I use them. So the company is not working. We did interior fit outs, commercial carpenters, but we don't do anything anymore. I think next year I will be closing the company down because I will not go to construction business anymore. This little pond will become much bigger soon, or when we get the means to do it. Can't wait to see it grow. These were the major questions that I had on here. I have showed you a few pictures walking around my farm, so you can tell how much I enjoy it, and it's really beautiful here. few things, or one thing that I want to say, we will be opening a small family farm business, so-called farm business. One major reason is I don't want someone to report me that I'm selling a carton of eggs, and I don't want to be fined for it. So that's one of the main reasons why I'm opening it up. I was always against it. I never wanted to open anything, but now thinking maybe I enjoy curing meat. I actually love curing meat and making healthy products, which Croatia lacks of. And I'm thinking if I can produce some healthy meat or healthy food that I can share here, sell it, and it will be helping grow this farm quicker. So anything that I sell off the farm will obviously go back into the farm, and hopefully we can move in, a week quicker into our home, or I can buy a few hundred meters of fencing or whatnot. I can get an excavator here to dig this pond. So it's never gonna be a huge market or huge production that I'm gonna do. It's gonna be mostly of a boutique thing, small, healthy food, handmade, homemade, and I reckon if it can, I enjoy doing it. I do enjoy doing it, and if I can get a little bit of money for it, which will help get this growing, why not? I hope you enjoyed this video as well, and there is much more of similar videos of my experiments and things that I'm gonna do to come here. I'm not gonna stop working here only while it's because it's winter, because it's cold. It is a bit muddy, meaning I can't go into my garden, but I can do some cleanup in my forest. I still have all that boundary line to clean up. There is a lot of work, and I'll be recording my mistakes, my failures, my successes, and what I'm doing here and what I'm experimenting with. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video as well, and I hope to see you in one of the next ones where I show you a lot of my successes, mistakes, and whatnot. I'm looking at this forest. It doesn't look as bad now, since all the berries and everything has dropped. There's not many leaves. Maybe if I put pigs in here, they will clean this up much quicker. But we'll see. We'll see in another video what I'm gonna do.